humans, do we not like fitting to these stereotypes? You find a girl who might be, I don't know, quite tomboyish and like sports, and then we find a guy who may be quite into fashion. Why are we not comfortable with that?
It's a good question. Why aren't we comfortable with it? Well, I guess to a certain extent we are in some ways, because there are always people who live outside of the norms. Do you know what I mean? There's always people who are on the margins. There have been for all of time. It's just that those people have a harder life than the people who can fit within what's expected of them. Like, there's a lot of pressure. If you look at like media and advertising, or even parenting, like what you're expected to be and expected to do from a very young age is very clear. So to like deviate from that is like it's a really brave decision. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was young, I grew up with 3 older sisters. So like I used to play with like Action Man, but I also used to play with Barbies because there were Barbies in the house. But like when my friends came over, I knew it was time to hide the Barbies. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like so many of us have those experiences. Do you know what I mean? And they're not necessarily things that you remember, but they're just like little comments of like, you shouldn't be doing that, or don't like, we don't do that, we're boys, or whatever. And they're so like programmed and ingrained in the way that you think, so you just never, when you're older, you would never deviate. Do you know what I mean?